Now let's go over the equality and the relational operators. This one we're going to go over. Let's see. Let's leave that on here. Oops. Now let's do a int y equals 3. Okay, now we have two of these, and let's do a if statement, which we're going to go over in a later tutorial. And the key about if statement is you put your statement in here, and it determines if it's true or it's not. And if x equals y, print system.out.println true. And it shouldn't print anything this time because x is not equal to y. Y equals 3 and x equals plus 1. So let's go ahead and run that. And as you can see, we don't get an answer. Int x equals y. Here we go. I left that true in there, and that wasn't supposed to be in there. Now, as you can see, it didn't show anything. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put this at the very front of that and throw this into some parentheses. And now it says if this is true, and since this is not true, this is actually going to switch the false to making it true, so it'll print this. And as you see, it printed x is equal to y. And we know x is not equal to y, but this little semicolon right here makes x equal to y. So that is the equals. Now let's go ahead and let's take this off. And let's change this up a bit. Now let's say if x is greater than or equal to x, print this. And x is not greater than or equal to it, so it doesn't print it. If we say if x is less than or equal to y, print this. As you can see, x is indeed less than or equal to y, so therefore it printed this value that's less than or equal to. And it pretty much goes on like that. If you wanted to just say less than, it would still print it because it's right here, as you can see. But if we said greater than, and we printed it, you would see that it doesn't print it because x is not greater than y. The next one is our conditional operators. And we're going to go over this one inside of this too. And what this does is we do a and then we throw in some of these and say if x is equal to y. And I need to delete this, and I need to delete this. Okay, now it's saying it has to be both of these. And we know this isn't true, so when it runs through it, it's not going to give us either one of them. And let's go ahead and make this one true, so I can show you. X is lower than y, and as you can see, it has to hit both of these. And as you can see, it doesn't, because x is not equal to y. Therefore, it doesn't print it. Now, let's go over the or. If I was to change it to the or, as you can see, it only has to hit one of them, and it should hit it on this x is less than y. So when I print it, it should print out the x equals y. As you see, it does. It didn't have to hit this one. It just had to hit one of these, and it did. It hit this one. That's the difference between the and. And now a shorthand for the if statement is, let's say, int results equals, and we'll say we need to give it another, let's say Boolean equals true. Boolean, now we gotta give it a name. Let's call it dog. I just can't think of anything else. And there we go. Now dog equals true. And we'd write dog question mark, and then we would write x colon y and then end it. And what this is doing, it's a shorthand for the if statement, and it's given the results of this to the result. And as you can see, it's saying if dog is true, then x is what results equals. But if dog is false, then y is what results equals. Let's go ahead and print this on the screen, that way we can see it. System.out.print line results, and then end it with that. And what it should print out is a 1.